Welcome back to AM Northwest. You know, more and more people swear by tracking macros as a way to eat healthy and drop extra pounds. But no one wants to cook a separate meal for the rest of the family. Here to share a delicious dish from her debut cookbook, Macros Made Easy, we welcome Danielle Lima. How you doing, Danielle?
I'm good. How are you?
Good. What's it like in Alaska? Where in Alaska are you?
Well, I'm in Anchorage right now. It's pretty dark still.
Wow. Oh my gosh, I don't know how you do that. Okay, tell me about, first of all, I had never honestly heard of macros. What are macros?
So macros is just short for macronutrients, meaning your three essential macronutrients that your body needs to function properly, which is protein, carbohydrates, and fats. Protein, which is for building muscle, also keeps you full. Carbohydrates, which are the primary source of energy for your body. And then fats, which support hormone production and brain function.
Okay. So the idea is then, is it proteins first then in how you build a meal?
Yeah, protein is very important. You want to eat a high protein meal, and then protein, carbs, and fats, those will total up your total calories.
Okay. So what do you've got there? I have to say, I looked at your cookbook, beautiful, really. And
Thank you.
This recipe looks so good to me. So tell me more. How you do it? How do you put it together?
So this is lazy lasagna. This is my family's favorite meal of all time, which is really good for me because it is basically a deconstructed lasagna. There is no layering, there's no baking. It's ready in one pot in under 30 minutes. So I have 1 pound of lean 96.4 ground beef here right now.
Okay.
And I've been browning that. And so I'm just gonna go ahead and get started.
Yes.
We're gonna season this up. I have Italian seasoning and then some salt and pepper and onions and garlic. And this is just gonna give the meat lots of great flavor. And so we just let that simmer for about 3 to 5 minutes. Let the meat soak up all those good aromatics and all those good flavors.
Let me ask you this: what got you started on this macro way of looking at food?
So when I was pregnant with my second daughter, I gained 80 pounds, and I thought, I don't know how I'm going to lose this. I don't know how I'm going to get back into just being fit and going back to the gym.
Sure.
And I discovered macros on social media. And I got started and realized, I was eating way too little protein. And so once I started fueling my body, I started feeling better, I started sleeping better, I started seeing body recomposition, and just overall feeling better every day.
Wow, that's great.
Yeah, and that's how OSAT Macros was born, was I, like you said, not having to make 2 different meals for family and then, chicken and rice for myself.
Right.
I just wanted to be able to eat something that was high in protein, but also delicious, and that my family was gonna love.
Okay. All right, so now we've got our meat there.
Yeah, so now we're gonna go in with a jar of pasta sauce. When choosing a pasta sauce and tracking macros, I like to choose one that's lower in sugar, because that's gonna lower the carb and keep it, even keel with the noodles that we're gonna add in here. And then we're also adding a little bit of beef broth, which is gonna give it a nice depth of flavor and spread out the sauce all over the pasta.
Absolutely, that's a good idea.
So we'll let that simmer for a few minutes, and then we're gonna go in with our noodles. Here I have rigatoni noodles, which are cooked and drained. I like using rigatoni for this dish specifically because it feels like lasagna noodles. And then we're gonna put that
I see what you're saying. Yeah, it does have that feel, yeah. And also it holds a lot of sauce.
Yes. Get all the sauce in those holes.
Yeah.
So we're gonna mix that in, and then you'll wanna let this simmer for a couple minutes to let the noodles really soak up the sauce. And then we'll go in with the cheeses to give it that lasagna flavor. We're gonna put in some shredded mozzarella cheese, and then we'll mix that together, get that all nice and melted, and then we'll top it with ricotta.
Okay.
So 2 options when doing the ricotta. You could mix in the ricotta into the dish, give it a nice, beautiful swirl.
Yeah.
Or you could individually serve it and then just put a nice dollop on top, kind of like I have here.
Yeah.
And then put basil and Parmesan cheese on top.
Now, I know you have something like 60 recipes in your cookbook, right? What are I see some other items there as well.
I do. So here are the fancy green beans from the sides and appetizer section. So that would be a great pairing with the lazy lasagna to give your dish a little bit more variety and volume.
Yeah.
And then I also have here the sun-dried tomato arugula burgers, which are they're so high in protein. Each burger has 52 grams of protein.
Wow, that's incredible. That is really, I love that. I can't wait to make that lasagna recipe. So what we're going to do
You're going to love it.
Yeah, I bet. We're going to tell everyone the book again is Macros Made Easy. Danielle, Lima, thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
All right, we'll be right back with more AM Northwest. Don't go away.